cricket show, cricket happenings. Well, let me start. What I have for you today, as you would know, Marcus now, with his form, he was not in favor of not getting a place in the Australian team. But now, Mark rose like a phoenix from the ashes. 147 not out for Melbourne Stars, and he was also involved in a record Big Bash League partnership 44-run victory for the Melbourne Stars against the Sixers. I'll be talking about, well, Stoinis actually 147 came of just 75, I think it was 79 balls, if I'm not wrong. I'm just going to confirm that. Uh, in fact, it was 79 balls in which Marcus Stoinis scored 147, which included um, some big hitting. Absolutely, there were a lot of sixes and fours. Absolutely rained. In fact, he hit 13 fours and 8 sixes in all. And this actually went on to break another record, which I'll be talking about when I talk about Marcus Stoinis' exploits here for the Melbourne Stars. And the other thing that I have on the plate today on the cricket show, as I was telling you, the Indian selectors were sitting down to select the T20 squad for the tour of New Zealand. Yes, they have selected the Indian squad. Does not have a lot of surprises, but definitely I will have a look at the team that has been selected. And as you know, T20 matches are gaining in significance in this particular year, especially with the marquee when the T20 World Cup coming up in Australia. So I'll have a look at that. And just 30 minutes or 1 hour before, we saw West Indies doing a clean sweep of match ODI series 3-0 with Evan Lewis making a century. So first, let's get on to the Big Bash League. So talking about the Big Bash League, Melbourne Stars made one for 219. It was all thanks to Marcus Stoinis. As I said, he rose like a phoenix from the ashes. He has not um, he has lost favor with the Australian selectors right now. He's not someone who is considered, and he's not there on the trip to India as well, as we all know. And recently there was a sort of remark that he made where he had to apologize. I think it was against Kane Richardson, the slur that he had. But nevertheless, as I said, he has come back. He has really come back with a real vengeance here, smacking 147 not out. This is the highest ever score by in a Big Bash League tournament. Now, let's see, this is 147. He has left the knockoff, I think, Luke Wright, if I'm not wrong, very, very far behind. Marcus Stoinis, 147 with 13 fours and 8 sixes. DRC Short was the one who was actually holding the record, uh, which is the 122. So Marcus Stone is smashing all the records there in the Big Bash League. And this would be something that would tickle the Australian selectors, especially with the T20 World Cup coming up and going to be played in Australia. This knock will remain in memory for a lot of the Australian fans, especially Australian selectors would be definitely making a special note of this particular innings from Marcus Stoinis. And the opening partnership yielded 207, and that was another record that was set with the other partner was Hilton Cartwright, who made a very calm 40, and so the previous record partnership of 172 in the BBL, which was from the pair of Luke Wright and Rob Quinney. And it was once again, as I said, 147 of 79 balls. Marcus Stoinis, 13 fours, 8 sixes. Absolutely in the mood there, one could say. And other than that, well, and Ben Duarcius in this particular, a lot of records were foreign. Ben Duarcius was the one who had to really suffer under the punitive blade of Marcus Stoinis, as he was hit to the tune of 61 runs in 4 overs, which is a record, as no bowler in BBL has been hit to the tune of 61 runs. And now this is the record that Ben Duarcius, and Ben Duarcius, after being rammed by Marcus Stoinis with the bat, he himself took the bat and hit a few runs, even if it was in a losing cause. He went after the Melbourne Stars bowlers, which I'm just going to talk to you about in a um, uh, very brief manner. So, looking at the scorecard there for Melbourne Stars, Stoinis 147 not out of 79 deliveries, 13 fours and 8 sixes. And 147 in a T20 match is, according to me, something extraordinarily special. Hilton Cartwright 59 of 46, fours, 3 sixes. Glenn Maxwell, the captain, had just 5 runs to his name of just 2 deliveries. 219 for 1 of 20 overs. Ben Warshes, the bowling figures, absolutely rammed. 4 overs, none for 61. Now, this is the most costliest 4 overs bowled in BBL history, Ben Warshes. And as I said, Ben Warshes with the Sydney Sixers really went big. He really gave it a real shot at it, as with the bat he started swinging in a wild manner, as he was not out on 42 of 17, 3 fours and 3 sixes, as the Sydney Sixers finished on 175 for 7. If you look at the Sydney Sixers innings, Josh Phillips 6, Daniel Hughes 20, Win 16. Enriquez was the major threat, but he was out for 41 of 25, 4 fours and 2 sixes. Jordan Silk contributed 32 of 31 with 1 boundary, 3 to Tom Curran, Amendano 4, Rashes 42. Now, if you look at Marcus Stoinis' knock here and look at the bowlers there, Jackson Bird, 4 overs none for 29, Steve O'Keefe, the spinner, 4 overs none for 32, Dwarche has already spoken about, Tom Curran, 4 overs 1 for 58. It was a very good attack, I would say here. Pope 3 was 25, Enriquez 1 over for 11 runs. So Marcus Stoinis was the man of the match. There was no doubt about it that he was going to take the man of the match. Hincliffe 3 for 30 for the Melbourne Stars. Well, so from here, we are jumping to the topic, but what a knock from Marcus Stoinis. Really took the cake, one could say here. And now we are going to look at the Indian team that has been selected for the T20 series. I mean, India is going to New Zealand, and T20s, as you know, assume a great significance, and it was very interesting to know what the selection panel was going to do. And let's have a look at the team, which will give us a fair inkling about what was going on. Now, as I said, it was a real headache for the Indian selectors. They had to scratch their heads, but definitely they have gone for they have really selected a nice team composition here. Virat Kohli will lead the team. The openers, as you know, one was thinking whether it will be a toss-up between Rahul and Dhawan, but instead they have decided that KL Rahul will be their backup wicketkeeper, and why not? He's in some tremendous form. So Rohit Sharma would be the vice captain, KL Rahul, Shikhar Dhawan, everybody are available in the team, and that is healthy competition in the Indian cricket team. Shreyas Iyer, I'm sure, would be making his first overseas tour, a strong Indian contingent. Manish Pandey finds his place. Rishabh Pant makes it. Shivam Dubey also making his first overseas tour. And there is no place for Sanju Samson, unfortunately. And the bowling, India has decided to go with a lot of spin here. If you look at it, they have Kuldeep Yadav with the wrist spin variety, Yuzendra Chahal with his leggies, Washington Sundar for his off spin, and the bowling would be in the hands of Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, the young pacer Navdeep Saini, who could prove, who could really is one good all rounder on which India should invest. and this is the team composition. And Hardik Pandya is, as I said, he was not in the mix to be selected because they wanted to really see how he goes. He was supposed to go to, I reckon he was supposed to go on a New Zealand A tour, I reckon, but even that has not happened. So Hardik Pandya, Indian squad, yes, just going to that is back. As you know, Hardik Pandya had a back surgery. Um, let's see. As he was going to be a part of the India A squad, which was going to New Zealand, and Hardik Pandya even could not make it to New Zealand. So that really says that whether Hardik Pandya does not know. So now from here we head on towards the final ODI ODI between Ireland and the West Indies, which finished with West Indies winning the match by 5 wickets, thus clean sweeping Ireland in the three-match ODI series 3-0. If you look at the card there, Ireland could muster only 203 of their 50 overs, the highest scorer being the Irish captain, Andy Balbirnie, who made 71 of 93 deliveries, 6 fours and 2 sixes. John McCullum, 20 of 29, 4 fours. Sterling made 5 of 23, scratched around a bit there. William Porterfield, 10 of 21 deliveries. Kevin O'Brien looked good with his driving through the offside, especially he had driven the off spinner Roston Chase nicely and fluently through the cover region. But a smart bowling by Roston Chase saw the back of Kevin O'Brien as he actually got the ball to hold the bet, and Kevin O'Brien succumbed to the bait. Simi Singh made 10, and then Hayden Walsh did a very good job with his leggies, picking up 4 wickets, and it was his career best analysis in one-day internationals for Hayden Walsh, who accounted for Tucker, the wicket-keeper, Simi Singh, Adair, and he also accounted for Andy Balbirnie, the most important wicket. So Andy McBride was not out on 25 towards the end, 203 all out. Romario Shepherd, 10 overs, 2 minutes, 1 for 34 was very impressive. O'Shane Thomas was back into action. He showed that pace is something on which he thrives. 3 for 41 for O'Shane Thomas, the Burgley O'Shane Thomas. I am Alzani Joseph for a change went wicketless, none for 37, 252 chase and 4 for 36. His best career analysis in ODIs or Hayden Walsh, right arm spinner. West Indies were given a target of 203. It was decided the Duckworth Lewis method instead of rain, but nevertheless it was Evan Lewis in the score of 199 for 5, showing up with a century. 102, his first century in West Indies. Uh, in West Indies, I mean, he has scored a lot of centuries overseas, but this was his first century in front of his home crowd. 102 of 97 deliveries, which included 6 fours and 5 sixes. And other than that, Brandon King contributed 38 of 43. Nicholas Puran was there when the winning hit came, not at 43 or 44, 5 fours, 1 6, 199 for 5. And that was it as far as. If you look at the bowling, doesn't make any real happy reading there. McBride took 50, McCarthy 1 for 49, Young had 1 for 57. Simi Singh, bat, has done a great job with the ball. 10 overs, 1 for 29. Probably Simi Singh is maturing as a nice little off spinner for Ireland now. Adair, 1 for 14. Evan Lewis not only took the Man of the Match award, but he also clinched the Man of the Series award for his very consistent batting throughout the series. And West Indies clean sweeping Ireland 3-0 in the ODI series. So with this being said, it's about time for me to sign off on this cricket show, folks, and I will try to see on weekdays. Normally, getting time to do this cricket show becomes a bit, and I'll be keeping you posted as to what's going on. But always keep a look on my Twitter and my cricket website, where I keep posting something. Company as always. This is your host Ram signing off this on a Sunday. Thank you.